What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Saturday feasts, and we're doing a bit of a redux today. We're doing they're having another go at this, having this music playing in the background because last week it was a bit too low, and we're doing a meal that we've already done before. Because I was sitting there on the little selection screen, I didn't know what to get. I was going to get the fillet of fish. I don't fancy a fish finger sandwich today, so. While it's still there, we're going to do the big tasty with bacon. And I'm looking at, I've got a strawberry milkshake. I'm looking at these chips. They look a bit mouldy. Like one looks mouldy on the front. Look at that. You see that? All that black stuff. I'm going to put that aside, evidence, just in case I see another one. So if I die, there's your culprit. Got a bit of got the coronavirus in the McDonald's, which is popping up at the moment. The moment that there was a sign of a virus in China, they should have just shut down all the airports and not have no flights going in and out of China. But they still kept them going, and now you've got cases spreading out around the world of people that have been to China and they're coming back, or Chinese people that live in other countries, and now you've got an epidemic. It seems to be on a regular basis, these viruses. You get like, you even had it back in the medieval days, like you had the Black Plague, the bubonic plague, and then you had like foot and mouth disease, swine flu, bird flu, Ebola. Now, when you get older and you're in your 20s, 30s, and you start seeing history repeat itself, you're not fazed by it. But when you're like young, like as a teenager, you think you're in that wow factor. Oh, look, a virus, and then you start thinking of like The Walking Dead, and then you start thinking of like The Last of Us, where you got the infected there. Like I always think, if it could be possible to have something like that, have like real life. I'm always fighting to get the milkshake up these straws, and I hope the music's loud enough now, because I did put it up a bit higher. So if I look on YouTube, it is on the OBS. It is pumping, but I don't know why it was really low last time. But then again, I don't want it too high where you can't hear what I'm saying. So let's try and tuck into this burger. The thing, I do like this big tasty with bacon, but the only thing I don't like is that sauce. They put too much of that sauce in. Look at that. And the other day I streamed Sonic 4 episode 2, and since then I don't know what to play. I sit there just getting ready to stream and start playing something, and I get flustered and I don't know what to play. Because once I get started on something, I've got to finish it, and I don't want to pick a game, start it, not enjoy it, and then have to stop. Because then I have to force myself to finish it. Or if I play a game and I don't think I'm capable of finishing it. Because after Sonic 4, I put Killzone 2 in, and I was going to start that, and then I backed away, because I know what the last boss in Killzone 2 is really hard. I don't know if I'm capable of doing it again. And I stuck Luigi's Mansion 3 in the Switch, and then I ended up not playing it. And then I would end up playing Splatoon. And I'm getting bored of that. I watch people play it on Twitch and I think, oh yeah, I want to play it. But when I come to playing it myself, I get bored quickly. Like I'm playing the same map over and over again. Like I was playing Splat Zones the other day, and I had the reef, and I had the same map. You get 2 maps for the rotation, and I had the same map in a row for like an hour. It just gets boring quickly. I'm waiting for them to announce Splatoon 3 or something new, which I don't think we're going to get. Like you get these YouTubers and that build your hopes up with rumours, and then you just get disappointed when you don't get it. But after this, I'll have the mentality to go and stream something. Then once I finish this meal, I'll go and crash out and just lay down and have someone stream on in the background. I need to get out and start going on adventures again. Like before, like years ago, like I said, when I went to Japan, Thailand, Egypt. I need to travel again. I need to get out of these four walls. And I need to learn to drive. I know it's embarrassing. I've been 31 and I can't drive. I'm just a bit scared to do it because I don't want to like crash. I don't know if I'm capable of doing it. Like, I don't have the attention span. Like I'll be sitting there focusing, and next minute I'll be drifting away, looking at something else. Like when I'm sitting in a car, and I'm in the passenger seat. I'm just I'm just looking out the window. And that's what I'll be like. I'll be driving. Next minute I think I'm the passenger, and I'll just start looking at the window, and then boom, I'm dead. Well, if I had a car and I drove around. So I'm in Southend. I live in Southend. I could just whiz off, like just drive up to Manchester or drive up to Scotland or drive up to somewhere and just explore. And then I could sleep in the car, just camp out in the car for the night. And I've got a pure gym membership, so I can go and take a shower in a local pure gym. Go and find a laundrette to go and clean my clothes. Yeah, this big tasty is alright. It's just I don't like that sauce. That you see it, like, it's not the same sauce that they put in that Big Mac. It's different. It's like I think it's like a tartar sauce. They put two. It's not that I don't like it. So they put too much in it. And once you get a big mouthful of it, it's like really overbearing. Like to give you an option to swap that sauce. If they swap that sauce for like a barbecue sauce or just regular mayo, and you got this burger with the massive tomato and the lettuce in there, and the side of it, McDonald's should be onto something. I mean, you've got the Chicken Legend where you can have different options for sauces. Why can't I have the same for this? And they had nothing special going on. Like no new burgers. They did have the bacon mayo chicken. I think that's a newish one. But I looked at it. I was trying to compare it with the chicken sandwich because that's what I got the last time, and it looks smaller. And the chicken sandwich is like £3 something. It's like a value meal burger. So I thought I don't want to get that. It's too small. So I was sitting there flustered and just ended up getting this again. So this is like the big tasty again with music in the background. Now I've got my headphones on because I find it better talking to the microphone with headphones on. Yeah, Saturday. I don't know. I've been in this unproductive rut for a while now. I think it's this chair. It's not comfortable. Look, when I was most active, I on YouTube, I noticed that I wasn't in this chair. I was in that my little recliner leather armchair. This chair, I can sit in it for a little while, and after a while my backside becomes a bit numb and a bit achy. So if I was streaming, I'll start getting ache, and then I'd get irritated and just want to stop the stream, and then I'd stop early. So we finished the burger, but there was like a gaping bit of cheese. Like, you see a bit of cheese, like, stuck to the side of the box. And last night I tried to set up the OG Xbox, and I was going to stream some of that because I've got emulators on that, like all ROMs and that. I was going to stream that because I've got a cable that's got like multiple tabs. It's got PS2, GameCube, and Xbox, and it's got an S video cable on the end. And I was going to try and stream the Xbox through the S video into the Dazzle, and then into OBS. But every time I opened OBS with the Xbox going through the Dazzle, my PC would have an error, a blue screen error, and it would just restart my computer. And I think, what's going on here? I thought I had a virus or something, but it turned out that my PC doesn't like the Xbox going through the Dazzle. Because then I put the Xbox on composite going through to my old Elgato, the standard Elgato, through the component adapter, and it was fine. It worked fine, but the picture was a bit blurry, a bit fuzzy. Like, it looked clear. There's like these like little slight like ripple effects in the background. If I was just playing a game, you wouldn't notice it. But if I stopped and the game was still, you'd see it. So to fix that, I think I need one of those OSSCs, and they're about £150. So I've got to think long and hard whether to get one of them or not. So I don't want to buy something like that and it's a load of shit and it doesn't do what I thought it was going to do. So that's what I wanted to do. I want to get all them emulators and just blast through a load of games. Yeah, these chips are starting to get cold. Like the first couple of dips in these chips are like nice and hot, but now they're starting to cool up a bit. And I need to get another webcam to have overview. So I've got two pictures. So you've got like the picture of me eating it, and you've got another cam looking at my meal. Because like, I'm sitting there, and you can't even see what I'm eating. It's like down here. Now most mukbang people, they have it to where they're in the shot, and you can see their meal as well. But the way I'm set up here, it's all clustered. It's like if you saw anything that's outside of this box, it's just a complete fucking mess. I've got my massive CRT here. Down there, I've got my PS2 set up. Got to this side, I've got my Nintendo Switch, and to the right, this way, I've got another like cabinet thing. It's got like a massive Samsung 32-inch, which is what I used to play Sonic 4. I had the PS3 going through my old Elgato through the component cable because the Elgato doesn't accept HDMI on the PS3 because of the copyright shit. So I had it going through that, and it was a nightmare getting that through OBS because I have to keep changing the capture card from the the Elgato HD60 Pro, which is inside my PC, and I've got to change it, and then I've got to exit OBS and reopen OBS for it to connect it properly. I can't just easily switch like that. It's a bit of a nightmare. It takes a couple minutes to get it connected, but when it's connected, it's alright. It does its job. So I've got the PS3 set up there, and underneath that I've got the Xbox One, the Wii U, the Wii, a regular Wii, PS4 Slim, Xbox 360, and it's just wires constantly everywhere. It sounds good on paper to have all your consoles set up, but when you actually see it, it's just the wires, and it affects the atmosphere. It makes me not productive. That's what I said about this chair. Like, why I haven't been active over the past like 2 or 3 years. It's just ever since I've got this chair. The work environment makes a big difference to how you function. If you're like all claustrophobic and filled with like it's like really makes it a miserable atmosphere. So I'm thinking about unplugging all of these consoles and packing them in another room where they're easy access, where I can easily grab them, but just have one console set up at a time. Like, have one console, play a few games on that console, and then rotate, and then unplug it and put something else up, just to get rid of all this fucking clutter. No, but where the microphone's sitting all the way back there, I bet my voice is too quiet, because normally I shuffle it forward a bit. I just noticed that. And I mean, I've got everything set up now, so I can have my food on the table. Because normally I wouldn't have this PS2 sat there. I'd have space here. So then I put my keyboard there where the PS2 is. It's a mess. Absolute mess. Normally I'll shut the stream off here and drink this off camera, because this milkshake is usually a battle on its own just to get it drunk. Because normally I end up with a straw all squashed. You've got to get the milkshake up without squashing the straw. I've learnt a technique. You've got to suck the milkshake with your lungs. You've got to suck with your lungs and not your lips. Like, you don't want to squish your lips. You want to like breathe it. You want to breathe it with your lungs. So that's how I'm doing it. That's why I haven't crushed it yet. So you get your lips around it all firm. You gotta like inhale it with your lungs. You see that? Look, still in shape. I've still got some chips there. I don't want them. They're all like scraggy ones, like chip the sharp end ones. I don't like them. So yeah, that's the big tasty Redux. Done. I keep saying I'm going to do Papa John's, but Papa John's is expensive. I've got to be sure shot that I want to eat pizza right now, because it's not cheap. It's not like a cheap couple of quid feast. It's like expensive. You look, think about it. Like Papa John's, you're paying over a tenner or £10-20 for a fucking pizza. I'm thinking, how many how many good fella pizzas can I get from Sainsbury's for that when they're on offer? Like sometimes in Sainsbury's they're like £1.50 for a like a cheese or pepperoni pizza. I can get loads with that. That's like a pizza a day for the month. Whereas Papa John's, like takeaway pizza, you're paying like £10-20 just for the luxury of that pizza. Like, just. It depends on the size of the pizza as well. Like on Christmas Eve, I had Papa John's. I had the 3XXL for £35. 3 of those for XXXL, and each of my family we had one each. Like my mum and dad had one each, and I had one. And then I ate the leftovers. I ate about half of it, and I ate the leftovers like on Boxing Day. Like I reheated it because it says on the box that it can last. You can reheat it like cold, and it's good for a couple of days. See, it's squashing now. That's what happens when you suck with your lips. You got to use your lungs. And plus, I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom of the barrel now, so it's gonna be. You've got to use more. So yeah, that was the big tasty. Yeah, it did have bacon in it, didn't it? I wasn't paying attention whether they put the bacon in it or. I think it did. I think it did have the bacon in it. Yeah, with bacon. It says on the box with bacon. I was just wondering, was there actually any bacon in it, or did they rip me off? So yeah, I'm going to shut the video off there, and I'll see you when I see you.